What is going on, nerd paraders and fellow citizens? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me here today as we talk about the top 3 absolute best starter ships currently available in Star Citizen, and also provide a brief new player guide for those who don't know what it's all about. Before we jump into it though, introductions are in order. I am Nick, this is Nerd Parade, and let's kick it off, shall we? So, Star Citizen. What can a new player do? Well, Star Citizen is an open world style MMORPG where you can do literally almost anything you can think of. Want to channel your inner Mando and become a space bounty hunter? No problem. Feel like joining Planet Express and delivering packages across the verse like Fry from Futurama? Not a problem. Do you want to mine precious resources and materials from asteroids and sell them for a huge profit? Not a problem. Do you want to be a space janitor like Roger Wilco from Sierra's Space Quest series? Seriously, it's not a problem, although you might not earn much in the way of credits by doing this line of work. This is one of the reasons why I absolutely love Star Citizen, is that huge amount of freedom of choice. You get to make your own fun. So, you've seen gameplay, you've heard the stories, your interest has been piqued, and you're thinking about grabbing the game for yourself. Well, let me be the first person that says, stop, wait, hold up. There are a couple of things that you should know before you dive in, and there are things that I wish I knew personally before clicking add to cart. First, Star Citizen is still currently in active development, and it has been for a while. It's considered alpha, but that doesn't mean it's not fun, it's just that bugs are to be expected if you played any type of early access game before. Second, use someone's referral code. When you sign up, make sure that you use someone's referral code. Don't make the same mistake I did and go in blind and totally miss out before you click add to cart. You get bonuses for using a referral code. You get extra in-game money for using a referral code. And so does the person whose code you use. It's kind of a mutual benefiting thing. So please use somebody's referral code. I'll put mine up here on the screen for the remainder of the video in case you don't already have access one, and I'll also include it in the description of this video for the easy copy pasta purposes. Now, we've set the stage here. Let's talk about starting ships and how to maximize your choice and get the absolute best bang for your buck. When you're first attempting to purchase the game, you'll be offered an overwhelming amount of choices when it comes to what pack to buy and what starter ship is included. So we're going to focus totally on packs that qualify as starter packs. This doesn't simplify the process very much when we limit it to just these ships. So there's still quite a few choices available to you. And some of them are even really expensive, especially if you don't know what you're putting your money into. We're going to clear all of that up. Now, don't let some of these pledge prices discourage you or create the disillusion that Star Citizen is a pay-to-win game. You can buy almost every ship that's currently available in-game with in-game currency. It's important to note that no matter how advanced a player becomes or how large their fleet is, everyone in the game will still benefit from having at least one base level starter ship. The reason for this is in the very likely event that you die or run into an instance where you need to get somewhere quickly but would otherwise have to wait out a really long claim timer on your main ship. Using a smaller starter ship, in this case, means changing that really annoying wait timer from something high to an insignificant 40 seconds. And then you can further reduce that to an instant claim time by spending a trivial 340 alpha UEC, which is the in-game currency. It's basically nothing. It's like the price of a bottled water. This is a huge quality of life boost in the verse. And for this reason, we'll be focusing on starter ships that not only offer this feature, but also bring something else worthwhile to the table, enough to deserve a permanent spot in your fleet. It should be noted that the ships I do not include on this list aren't necessarily considered to be bad. They just don't offer the overall value that these other ships do. The main goal of this video is to help you make the best and most educated choice based on your playstyle. Star Citizen offers a huge amount of variety of things to do in the game, such as the things we discussed a little bit earlier, and countless more. There are going to be things that you find fun doing and things that you just really don't like at all. So for example, if you're already leaning towards being a space asteroid miner and cracking open space rocks for super valuable ore and profit, then we're definitely going to help you identify the best ship that will not only kick off your career, but last you a lifetime in the verse. So, first on our list and taking the number 3 spot is the Aegis Avenger Titan. This might not surprise those of you that are already familiar with Star Citizen. The Aegis Avenger Titan is a starter favorite. And the reason why this is because some of its pros are just too big to ignore, such as an unobstructed cockpit view. This makes flying the Titan or any of the Avenger series so nice. It's just really great. The Titan also has a decent weapons loadout for the budding fighter pilot, without making fighter the only role that the ship can fill. Now, for the sake of time and staying on topic, we'll not be going down the ship loadout customization rabbit hole in this video because there's a lot to talk about in there. We'll be saving that for future videos and more specific ones. So please ensure you're subscribed to the channel and also make sure that bell's enabled so you get notified for all new videos that we post on Star Citizen, you voracious knowledge seekers, you. Now, continuing with the Titan, it also has a small cargo hold of 8 SCU, or in case you're new, standard cargo units. This is usable for baby scale cargo missions or package delivery. It's got a bed to log out in so that the next time you log into the game, you'll be right back in your ship if you choose to log out there. And it also has really quick access to the cockpit via a side ladder for, fast entry and exit. This is pretty sweet when you're trying to jump out and get somewhere quickly. Now, every ship has cons, so let's talk about the cons here. There's a pretty glaring one, and this is why it puts the Avenger Titan in the 3rd spot, and that is once you outgrow the Titan in favor of another ship, it really only fills the role of the quick claim, short distance quantum traveler. If you're new to Star Citizen, quantum travel, think hyperspeed or light speed. It's your main method of traveling distance in space. Quantum fuel, the tank on the Avenger Titan is on the smaller end of the starter ships at 583 quantum fuel units. And while you can change out components in your ship like the quantum drive to allow for quicker travel, you can't change out the quantum fuel tank, at least not currently. You may never be able to do that. But it's your main limiting factor on how far your jumps can be. So you want something that's basically as large as you can get it. Second on our list, the Anvil Pisces C8X. This might surprise a few of you, this may not, but the Anvil Pisces has a lot of unknown perks, and we're going to cover those now because it earns the number 2 spot on the list because of these. The Pisces has a slightly larger quantum fuel tank at 645 quantum fuel units, so it's a little bit better than the Avenger Titan. It handles really well in both space and atmosphere because it's kind of a shuttle feel, so to speak. It's got a little bit of a smaller cargo hold at 4 SCU for those baby scale cargo missions or package delivery. It's got really fast boarding and unboarding, which might not sound like a lot, but if you're chaining missions together, this is like really kind of a huge time saver. It's nice. The size of the Pisces is also small enough to allow it to be docked inside of some larger ships and used as a shuttle. The Anvil Carrack actually comes with one of these in the pack if you ever happen to purchase one. And possibly the biggest perk of the Pisces, you can claim this space vehicle at ground vehicle terminals because of its size. Any size 1 ship can be claimed from ground vehicle terminals, and it's really a huge quality of life boost because if you ever get stranded on a planet and are ages away from a spaceport, you can make your way to the nearest outpost, and this could literally be a lifesaver. All right, so now cons. If you ever decide to purchase an Anvil Carrack, as mentioned a moment ago, you get one of these puppies for free. So you could be doubling up on your efforts. And as you advance through the verse, the Anvil Carrack is a really popular ship. The weapons on the Pisces, while they're there, they're on the weaker end, and the Pisces does only have one size 1 shield generator, making it a little on the squishy side. The Pisces also lacks any type of bed in which you can log out in. However, it does have 2 seats that you could bring friends along safely without them bouncing around the cabin. In spite of these cons, the pros are too good to overlook. This takes the 2nd place spot on our list. Taking 1st place on our list and winner of the award for best starter ship is the Nomad. Now, the Nomad has a ton of pros. It has one of the largest quantum fuel tanks compared to other ships of its size. It's 771 quantum fuel units, meaning that it can make further jumps without having to take stops in between compared to the other two ships. The Nomad also offers onboard accommodations such as a bed to log out in, a kitchen, and even a toilet for those extra long journeys in space. These features are expected to become really important and necessary in the future when other less populated solar systems come into place, like Pyro, for example. The Nomad has the largest cargo space out of all the ships on our list here at 24 SCU, meaning you don't have to just be limited to baby cargo missions anymore. You can do toddler ones. The Nomad comes with a decent weapons loadout, allowing it to hold its own to a certain degree in combat, but it has 3 size 1 shield generators, making the Nomad rather tanky compared to other ships of its size. It's not indestructible, but it's tougher than the rest. Finally, and arguably the most valuable perk, there is a truck bed of sorts on the back of the Nomad that allows you to carry a ground vehicle, such as the Greycat Rock, for ground-based mining operations. These are excellent for making money, especially when you're starting out early on. So let's address the cons to the Nomad. The Nomad takes longer to board and unboard than other ships on this list, and while that may not sound like much, it can definitely slow down your progress when you're chaining missions together and become a bit of a minor annoyance. And despite its larger size, there really isn't much space to bring along friends or party members to join your adventures amongst the stars. But in spite of these mostly minor drawbacks, the Nomad still offers so much that not only does it provide you a quick claim time quantum traveler, it brings enough to the table to hold value well into your Star Citizen career. I hope this video gives you the information that you were looking for as you begin your adventure into the Star Citizen verse. And it also helps you select the starter ship that will best serve you as you play. If you're excited about Star Citizen and have any other questions that you would like to get answers to, or looking for a group of people to game out with, please feel free to hit me up in the comments below. And as always, the Nerd Parade community is open to all gamers at discord.gg/nerdparade. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to take care of yourselves out there, stay awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one.